Oh, it doesn't remember that I switched discs last time. Alright, that's fair. I use the term disc lightly. Alright, so anybody that wants to read the mission log, here it is. Oh, Dark Scorpion is in. How does my voice sound? Oh, well, I guess I should probably get into the actual game before I ask you how sound levels are. I played around with them a little bit. Why are you still at work? Isn't it like 6 p.m. there? Haha. Good, I'm glad you can hear me. Why do you work so much? 10 to 12 hours every day? That's retarded. I mean, good for you for working so hard, but you need some you time. Go play God of War again. Even though you're waiting for your PS4 Pro. I honestly can't wait to get on to number 2. Number 2 is one of my favorites, even though I honestly don't play it as often. And it's weird to say because, I mean, when it first came out, it was like this whole big controversy, I guess, that, oh my god, you're not Snake. But I think it was classic Hideo Kojima. A little switch and bait he did with the advertisements for it. Oh crap. Because the Earth doesn't appreciate claims adjusters. Oh, that's retarded. I didn't tell you about my accident the other day, did I? I've actually gotten everything repaired and I'm back on the road. And I tell you what, my claims adjuster was quite handy. So some guy decided that he was going to allow himself to get distracted pulling out of a parking spot in Walmart. So I was still in Walmart when it happened. I'm not going to try to get that ration. I will surely die. Anyway, I was still in Walmart when it happened, and I come out and I see his truck parked in front of my car, kind of cockeyed. And I'm like, what the hell is this guy doing? I can't get out of my parking spot. Because there was a car behind me and then his car in front of me. I was stuck. As I approach, he's like, hey, is this your car? And I'm like, oh, fuck. And so, I'm like, yeah. He's like, so I turned a little bit too sharply and hit your car. So I'll send you pictures if you're curious, but he he kind of took my bumper off a little bit, dented my fender, and he's like, listen, so my wife has gotten us in 2 little Mickey Mouse fender benders, is the way he put it. And my insurance premium has doubled, so I'll give you $300 cash if we just leave insurance out of it. And I looked at my car, and I looked at him, and I looked at my car, and I looked at him. I was like, $300 isn't going to fix this. And I told him that I wanted his insurance information, and he threw a fit and got his insurance info, and I ran over and got an estimate, and the damage was like $1,800, almost $1,900. And so I call him, and I'm like, okay, so here's what they're saying. It'll be $1,800 to fix. And he's like, yeah, well, I can't do that. And I'm like, okay, then we need to file a claim with your insurance. I would have been totally fine leaving his insurance out of it if he could have come up with $2,000 cash. Whatever. But he kept like saying, I want to make this right, but at the same time, we file an insurance claim, this is going to screw me. Yeah, well, every time I turn, the friggin' wheel well underneath is dragging up against my frickin' tire. And so you running into my car is screwing me. Who wants to talk to me?
Snake.
Oh, it's
Elevator
Otacon.
won't move unless you push the switch.
Duh, I'm telling a story, Otacon.
Get closer and press the action button.
Ugh. Anyway, so I give him like 4 hours. He said he'll call his insurance. I give him like 4 hours. And then I'm surprised because his insurance hadn't called me yet. Which the last time I had to do something through insurance, I had a call from them pretty quick. And so I called them just to see if they needed anything from me, to see if I could get a claim number and start getting my repairs. What's up, motherfucker? Anyway, so the son of a bitch didn't file his insurance claim. And so I filed it, and then the next day, while I'm dealing with his insurance company, trying to schedule a rental and the repair, etc., he calls me and he's like, hey, how much is your car worth? And I'm like, I don't know. And he says, well, if the car is worth less than what the damage costs, they're just going to total it. And I'm like, yeah, dude, I realize how insurance works. He's like, well, if they try to total it, just let me know and we can keep insurance out of it. And I'm like, will you fucking stop, dude? Seriously? Anyway, so I haven't heard from him again. My car's been in and out of the shop. I had a rental for like a week and a half, and now I'm back working, and you can't even tell that I hit anything or somebody hit me. Fortunately, my insurance would, I think, cover... Come on. If he had left, I'm pretty sure my insurance would have covered it.
There he is. Damn.
See, Otacon, that's why I wanted to wait until I was done telling my story. But yeah, I'll have to text you pictures. There we go, all done. And then I can show you some after pictures, and you tell me how you think they did. I'm pretty dang pleased. Oh, these freaking cameras! I keep forgetting about them. Oh, and then a freaking claymore. God dang. Let's just crawl. pick up the claymores and crawl. Do 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 do. Am I the only one that always felt that this part was kind of ominous? You descend down this elevator and this murder of crows starts hovering above you.
Snake, I've got something to tell you about Naomi Hunter.
Well, again, if he would have been able to cover the entire cost of the vehicle, of the damage, I would have done it.
I'm the FBI too, you know.
And if he would have continued to refuse to give me insurance, dude, I work for police dispatch. I would have had a cop there, no problem. I mean, I know they don't always like to respond to private property accidents.
What did you say?
But they will come and help facilitate the transfer of information if somebody's being kind of disorderly about it.
Ridiculous.
Come on, even a high school student could see past it. The head of the FBI at that time, Edgar Hoover, he was a well-known racist. Didn't Naomi say that her father was Japanese?
Yeah.
Well, back then, there wasn't a single Asian investigator. Also, in the 1950s, the undercover mafia sting operations hadn't even started yet. They first started in 1960, in Chicago, not New York. But you better check it out. The chief and the president mysteriously dying, and that ninja? Too many strange things are happening.
Are you saying that Naomi might be behind it?
I don't know. Either that, or she's working with the terrorists.
Could it be?
If I find out anything, I'll call. In the meantime, be careful.
How many Stinger missiles do I have? 0. That's the only way I've ever beaten Raven. Good advice on the felony, by the way. I'll have to confirm that our Utah codes are the same. Sometimes that's a little tricky. Quit giving me these Nikita missiles. I want the frickin' Stinger. It's so much easier to beat Raven with the Stinger.
Welcome, Cossack. This is the end of the road for you. Right, my friends? Listen, they agree. Ravens aren't scavengers like most people think. They're simply returning to the natural world, that which is no longer needed. Sometimes they even attack wounded foxes.
You were the one in the M1 tank? Must have been a tight fit for a big boy like you.
That's what she said.
But that was no true battle. The Ravens and I were testing to see what kind of man you were. The judgment is decided. The Ravens say you are a true warrior.
Am I hallucinating? I can't move.
The Raven has put the mark of death upon you. Blood from the east flows within your veins. Ah, your ancestors too were raised on the barren plains of Mongolia. Inuit and Japanese are cousins to each other. We share many ancestors, you and I.
I don't have any crows in my family tree.
You jest, but indeed ravens and snakes are not the best of friends. Nevertheless, you will make a worthy adversary. You live in Alaska too. You know of the World Eskimo Indian Olympics?
Yeah, I know it. Must be a real threat in the muck-duck eating contest.
Yes, you are right. But there is another event that I excel at. It is called the ear pull. It is an event where two opponents pull each other's ears while enduring the harsh cold. It tests spiritual as well as physical strength.
You want to pull each other's ears?
The form is different, but the spirit is the same. Rejoice, Snake! Ours will be a glorious battle.
This isn't glorious. It's just plain killing. Violence isn't a sport.
Well, we'll see if there's iron in your words.
Run away! Yes, give me Stinger missiles. All of the Stinger missiles. Okay, let's see. Oh, he's right there. Oh, let's switch over to a ration before I get killed.
Come on out!
Well, I was lucky I wasn't locked on. Okay. Oh, shoot, I ran towards him. Got a little disoriented. This kind of reminds me of, for the weirdest reasons, this kind of reminds me of the Fury in MGS3. Because I've always used the tactic of staying as far away from him as possible, and here I'm using that same exact tactic. I'm staying just as far away as possible. Kind of the irony of the situation is this is in a frigid environment, and that's in a, well, obviously he's burning me, and then this is well lit, and that's dark. Kind of resembling space, you know. Ah, jeez. Get up, get up, get up. There we go. Almost there. Shoot, he saw that one coming. And the tiniest little bump, like a vehicle gently rolling into another vehicle, technically can't cause injuries. Everyone knows that. There's no way to prove that. Yeah, unfortunately I wasn't in the car, so I couldn't like guilt trip him in. Ah, my neck hurts. Oh man, he's like right up on me. Oh crap. Where's he going? That would have been a good shot right there. Oh, he's gonna come out, right? Oh shoot, I'm out. Please tell me the Stinger missiles respawn. Oh, yes. Okay, where is he going? Bye, have fun at work. I'll talk to you later. I'll send you the pictures of my accident. Oh, get off the wall. And I think one more. How many? Where's he going? There it is.
Just as the boss said, it is my existence which is no longer needed in this world. But my body will not remain in this place. My spirit and my flesh will become one with the ravens. In that way, I will return to Mother Earth who bore me. Snake! I will be watching you. Understand? Snake, take this security card. It will open that.
You killed me, but here, let me help you out.
You are a snake which was not created by nature. You and the boss. You are from another world. A world that I do not wish to know. Go and do battle with him. I will be watching from above. First, I'll give you a hint. The man who you saw die before your eyes.
Dude, I know. I love the dialogue in the Metal Gear games. Because in every single series, or in every single game, all the dialogue just gets super cheesy. Especially like the romance stuff between Jack and Rose in Metal Gear Solid 2.
It was Decoy Octopus, a member of Fox.
Super frickin' cheesy.
He was a master of disguise. He copied his subjects down to the blood. So he drained the chief's blood and took it into himself. But he wasn't able to deceive the Angel of Death.
The Angel of Death. But why go to so much trouble? Why impersonate the chief?
That is the end of my hint. You must solve the rest of the riddle yourself.
Oh my gosh, I never even thought of Jack and Rose from Titanic.
In the natural world, there is no such thing.
That's freaking amazing. I bet it was
There's
intentional.
always an end to it. You are different.
What are you trying to say?
That just seems like a Kojima thing to do.
One has no
I feel like he's always trying to be funny.
Each step you take is paved with the corpses of your enemies. Their souls will haunt you forever. You shall have no peace. Hear me, Snake. My spirit will be watching you.
Snake, it's me.
Master.
It's about Naomi. Turn your monitor off.
What about Naomi?
Colonel, is Naomi there?
No, she's away. She's taking a short nap. So what is this about Naomi?
Okay, maybe we'd better let the Colonel hear this too.
Yeah. Go on, Master.
Well, basically, Dr. Naomi Hunter is not Dr. Naomi Hunter at all.
What?
I thought her story of her background sounded kind of fishy, so I checked it out.
And?
There is an actual Dr. Naomi Hunter, or I should say, there was one. But she's not the woman we know. The real Naomi Hunter disappeared somewhere in the Middle East. Our Naomi...
You threw me off. I didn't
Hunter
recognize your
obtained her
username.
identification papers.
So then who is she really?
She must be some kind of spy.
A spy?
Yes. Maybe she's been sent to...
Now I'm slightly
sabotage
less
this
upset that you
operation.
just randomly came in
saying
and
she's
called me a
with the
motherfucker
terrorists?
in my
I
chat.
don't want to believe it either, but she is working for Foxhound.
Not that I'd be
You
upset
think she
about
had a
that
part in
anyway.
the uprising?
Or she could be working with some different group altogether.
Different group. It couldn't be.
Place her under arrest.
What?
She's betrayed us. She needs to be arrested and interrogated to find out who she's with.
If she's one of their spies, then we're in big trouble.
What do you mean?
Nothing.
Have you let her in on some kind of vital secret or something?
I just assumed you'd be something similar to what your
Does this
YouTube
have
channel
anything
is.
to do with the mysterious deaths of the DARPA chief and the ArmsTech president?
I have no idea.
Anyway, we cannot allow
Super
her to
Chicken is
participate
frickin'
any
hilarious.
further in this mission.
Wait a minute. Without her, we can't complete this mission.
I knew it. You're hiding something.
Give me some time. I'll try to get it out of her.
Hurry then. We've got to figure out who she is and what she's doing here.
I understand. Sneak, give me some time.
I don't have any time left for you.
Oh, geez, that went crazy. That freaking gameplay right there while I was running around Vulcan's dead body. Or, well, his... Oh, crap. God dang it. Username singularity. That's freaking funny. I stopped running so that I could read your chat message, and then I fell in that pit. Let's use the thermal goggles to help remind me. Then you know what? I want to kill these oh, I can't get up that high. Ah, who can't snipe that high? Well, we'll use the chaff grenade then. Uh-oh. Here it is. Boys and girls, may I present to you Metal Gear.
Snake, it's me.
What's wrong? Did you find a good place to hide?
Yeah, thanks to the stealth gear. It looks like they've finished getting Metal Gear ready.
How do you know that?
I overheard them talking. Where are you now?
Right in front of Metal Gear, but it's strange.
What is?
There's nobody here. No guards, nobody patrolling. It's too quiet.
Maybe because they're all ready. They said they even input the PAL codes.
What should I do?
All we can do is use the override system that President Baker told you about.
But I've only got one of the 3 keys, and besides that, like Ocelot said, there's some trick to using the keys.
Leave it to me.
You got some kind of plan?
Well, I'm in the computer room right now. I'm trying to access Baker's private files.
Baker's files? Don't you need a password?
Of course, but there are ways.
Are you a hacker?
Yep, that describes me pretty well.
Does it look like you can get in?
I don't know yet. I'll give it a try.
I'm counting on you.
Snake, it's me again.
How's it going?
Not bad. I just got past his 3rd security level. He was a pretty careful guy.
Do you think you'll break in soon?
I never met a system I couldn't bust into.
Okay, keep trying.
Quit calling me with random updates and forcing me to listen to you. Call me with the final update when you know what to do. God dang it. Freaking useless exposition. I've never seen a computer system I can't get into. Cool, I don't care. Now get into it. Yeah, I just came from back down there. Oh no, I do need to go back.
Snake, I did it.
You got
Thank
past
you.
Security?
Bingo.
Great. So what do you got?
I accessed the confidential Metal Gear file.
He
So what
is
about the
definitely
PAL
just
override
lonely.
system that Baker talked about.
I haven't found it yet.
That's what I need to know.
But Snake, I found something else.
What?
The secret behind the new nuclear weapon. Just as I thought, the nuclear warhead is designed to be fired from the railgun like a projectile. It doesn't use fuel, so it isn't considered a missile. That way it can get around all sorts of international treaties.
Pretty sneaky.
Yes, but effective. And that's not even the scariest thing about this weapon.
Oh, I can't wait to hear this.
It's a stealth weapon.
You mean it won't show up on radar?
Yeah. The truth is, they've been working on a stealth missile since the late 70s.
Why weren't they able to develop one until now?
Because of the missile rocket propulsion system, it would be picked up by enemy satellites.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
But unlike a missile, the railgun doesn't burn any propellant, so it can't be detected by any current ballistic missile detection systems.
An invisible nuclear warhead.
Totally impossible to intercept. And on top of that, it's got a surface-piercing warhead designed to penetrate hardened underground bases.
Yeah, we learned that lesson in the Gulf War.
This thing could mean the end of the world.
It's the ultimate weapon. And from a political point of view, it avoids the problem of nuclear reduction and nuclear inspections. Colonel, is this true? Are you listening?
I'm listening.
If word of this got out, it could delay the signing of the START 3 treaty and cause a huge international incident.
Yeah, it would be nasty. The United States would be denounced by the UN. It could even bring the president down.
Did you know this, Colonel?
I'm sorry.
You've changed, Colonel.
I won't make any excuses.
Snake, listen to me. This new nuclear weapon, it's never actually been tested, only simulated.
You mean they ran a computer model?
Yeah, that's why they were conducting this exercise. They needed to get actual experimental data to back up the simulation.
What were the results of the exercise?
It looks like it went better than they hoped for, but I can't find the data anywhere on this network. You'd think that data as important as that would be carefully recorded.
It was. President Baker gave me an optical disc with all of the test data.
What? Do you still have it?
No, Ocelot took it from me.
The terrorists have replaced the dummy warhead with a real warhead. Once they input the detonation codes, they should be ready to launch.
So you think they can do it?
Well, the dummy warhead was designed to be identical to the real thing, so I think so.
Did you find out how to override it yet?
Not yet. It must be in a separate file. Right now I'm looking through all of Baker's personal files.
We're counting on you.
Yeah, Otacon, we're counting on you. Oh, crap. Who wants to talk to me now? Go away, Otacon!
Did you find it?
No, I haven't found out about the override system yet, but I found Baker's ulterior motive.
He's just looking to get rich, isn't he?
Well, that's part of it. Armstech is in much worse financial trouble than I thought.
I know they lost their bid to make the next generation fighter jet. That plus the reduction in SDI spending.
It looks like there was even some talk of a hostile takeover.
Everything was riding on this project, I guess.
And it looks like we were paying a lot of bribe money to the DARPA chief.
I want bribe money.
Huh?
Yeah, and Baker was a big proponent of the nuclear deterrent theory.
I see. So anyway, what about the override?
Just give me a little bit longer.
Oh, crap. Oh, looks like that could have actually been somewhat of a conversation.
I heard something.
No, you didn't. You didn't hear anything.
Okay, I've entered the PAL codes and disengaged the safety device. We can launch anytime.
There's still no response from Washington. It looks like we'll have to show them that we mean business.
Should I set it for Cherniton, Russia?
No.
I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna go get some
The new
cereal,
target
but I'm gonna
is
let it
Lock
keep
North
playing.
China.
Why, boss?
I'm sure neither you nor Mr. Golukovich would really like to see a nuclear bomb dropped on your motherland, right?
Liquid.
But why? There's nothing there.
Wrong. It's a nuclear test site.
A nuclear test site?
If we nuke a major population center, the game's over. But a nuclear explosion at a test site can still be concealed from the public. Meanwhile, Washington will be worried about the retaliatory strike from China.
That'll probably mean top-secret talks between both countries' leaders.
Of course. And in the process, the president will be forced to divulge the existence of a new and highly destabilizing nuclear weapon to the Chinese. What do you think that will do to the US's reputation? Or the president's?
And with the CTBT, that means that China and India. I see.
Yes. When the other countries hear about this new weapon, they'll all want to contact us. Washington won't be very happy when we start selling their own system to the highest bidders. Yes, the president will break. He will give in to our demands.
Big Boss's DNA and $1 billion.
$1 billion.
That money will be used to cure our genome soldiers as well. I'm also including the Fox-Die vaccine in our demands.
Fox-Die. It killed Octopus and the Armstech president. So it's true that it affects older people first. Mantis might not have been affected because he wore a mask.
Wolf wasn't infected either. Perhaps due to those tranquilizers she always took.
Something to do with the adrenaline level.
Oh,
in the blood.
it's the best.
Or maybe it's just because
You just get up, run.
Fox-Die was still experimental, and they have.
I tried not to do that during my first time through, just because
In any
then I missed the cutscene. But I kind of
Have
know
you heard from your friend,
what's happening.
Colonel Sergei Golukovich, at the Spetsnaz?
He still has doubts about the ability of Metal Gear. He said we can talk after Metal Gear's test launch is successful.
He's a very prudent man.
There's nothing to worry about. The Colonel wants Metal Gear and a new nuclear weapon so bad he can taste it. If Russia wants to regain its position as a military superpower, they need to reinforce their nuclear arsenal. They need a nuclear weapon that can't be intercepted. Metal Gear will allow them to gain first strike capability over the rest of the world.
Their regular army is in shambles, and they think they can restore their country's military power with nuclear weapons? Golukovich, he's no warrior. He's a politician.
But he's the one who gave us the Hind and most of our other heavy firepower.
He's got over 1,000 soldiers under his command. If we join forces, we could put up quite a resistance here. Since Mantis died, the genome soldiers' brainwashing has started to wear off. I'm worried about the men's morale. An alliance with the Russians would boost that as well.
What are you saying?
We're not going anywhere. We're going to dig in here.
We could still escape.
We've got the most powerful weapon ever made, and we're about to ally with Golukovich's forces.
Are you going to fight the whole world?
And what's wrong with that? We can launch a nuclear warhead at any target on this planet. A nuclear warhead invisible to radar. And on top of that, this base is full of spare nuclear warheads. Once we get the DNA and the money, the world will be ours.
What about your promise to Colonel Golukovich?
I have no interest in the revival of Mother Russia.
You're not thinking of reviving Big Boss's dream.
From today, call this place Outer Heaven.
Big Boss's dream.
But boss, you're not worried about the PAL being overridden. If the code is in it again, it'll be deactivated.
No need to worry. The DARPA chief and the Armstech president are both dead.
Does Snake know how the override system works?
You interrogated him, don't you know?
He didn't have any keys on him.
Good. Then no one can stop Metal Gear now.
By the way, what should we do with that woman? Want me to kill her?
Let her live. She's Campbell's niece, and Snake cares for her.
What do you mean by
We'll
slash
keep her as our
fiction?
ace in the hole.
Meryl.
Surely that's a subset of fan fiction, but I'm not familiar with the intricacies, with the specifics.
Snake, I found Baker's top secret files.
Great job.
How's it going there?
They've finished inputting the PAL codes.
So how do we deactivate them? Okay, you see the override system that the President was talking about. It can also be used to input the detonation codes. You see, if you insert the keys when the warhead is active, you deactivate it. And if you insert them when it's inactive, it becomes activated. And you can only use the keys once.
Foreshadowing.
Yeah, you better get started. We don't have much time.
But it takes 3 keys, right? I've only got 1 of them.
Hold on a minute. You see, that's the trick. You already have all 3 keys.
What are you talking about?
The card key is made of a shape memory alloy.
Shape memory alloy?
Yes. It's a
Oh,
material
no.
that changes shape at different temperatures.
Oh.
This card key?
I can see that coming from Otacon more than I can see it coming from Snake, though. He's pretty obviously a womanizer, and he gets more so
Clever.
as the series progresses. There's some pretty sexual scenes in Metal Gear Solid 4.
I see them.
Those 3 laptop terminals are for the emergency input. There should be a symbol on each screen. Each symbol corresponds to a different key. Input the keys in order from left to right. The left one's for the room temperature key. See the symbol? Next to that goes the low temperature key. The one on the right is the high temperature key.
Okay, I got it. First, I change the shape of the card, and then I input them in order, right?
That's right. All you do is insert the card keys. After you insert the key into the module, a hard disk reads the information contained on it. Once you've finished with all 3 terminals, the code input process is complete. But here's the thing. You can only use the key 3 times. It's an emergency system. It's only meant to be used once.
The world is riding on that key, Snake.
Who's that? Damn!
Bum bum bum.
The key fell in the drainage ditch.
Snake! This is bulletproof glass. There's no way in. I'll enjoy watching you die.
Snake, you've got to get that key.
He went down a ladder. Stop looking for him. That's basically what that was. Water that slowly kills you. Oops. I just pushed the button to get to a ration so I could get some more health because that camera basically killed me. God dang it. This time I'll use a chaff grenade just so I don't have to deal with the camera. But I want all these items, especially the ration. Oh, Palki. I already got it. Here's more rations though. I want the rations. Come on, go up the ladder. Go up the ladder. Oh man. Spoiler free, just to give you something to kind of anticipate. This game has almost as good of a reveal as BioShock. Almost. Where'd he go? Oh well. There. No more cameras.
PAL code number 1 confirmed. Awaiting PAL code number 2.
Okay. That takes care of PAL code number 1. Now, PAL number 2. Freeze the key.
And for the record, this is also an example, like a very good example of padding. I have to do the same action 3 times, and I have to backtrack in order to do it. Ah, jeez. Run away. Ah, you can't get me up the ladder. Let's see, did I get them all? Oh, just those ones over there. There we go, I don't have to deal with cameras anymore. Not in this room, at least. Let's see. Can't remember if I need to have it selected or not in order to make it change. Oh, there we go. Oh man, the cameras are back. Friggin' dumb. Friggin' dumb, dude. I spent like a minute clearing out those cameras so that I wouldn't have to deal with them. Friggin' dumb. And these a-hole cameras are back.
Palcode number 2 confirmed.
Okay, there goes pal code number 2. Next comes pal number 3. Warm the key.
All right, ration. Favorite items. Oh man, this last one is a pain in the butt. Because of the distance I have to go. These elevators just take forever.
Snake, it's about Naomi Hunter.
Then you should talk to the Colonel. He's looking into it.
Turn your monitor off.
Okay, it's off. No one else can hear us. Go ahead.
Sorry, but I didn't want the Colonel to hear.
Okay, so what's up?
I've got a good friend in the Pentagon.
Yeah?
He's the one who told me about it. It looks like the DIA recently developed a new type of assassination weapon.
An assassination weapon?
Snake, have you ever heard of something called Fox Dye?
No. Fox Dye. Liquid and the others were talking about it.
Yeah. It's some kind of virus that targets specific people. I don't know all the details, but...
What are you trying to say?
Yeah, I kind of appreciate it to a degree, though, because these codec messages happen while you're going up the elevator. So it kind of makes things make sense.
And the DARPA chief, I mean...
It eliminates the
of something that looked
time
like
that you're actually traveling on the elevator itself.
Well, apparently Fox Dye kills its victims by simulating a heart attack.
No. You're telling me that Naomi was behind it?
Snake, try to remember. Did Naomi give you some kind of injection?
The nanomachines.
She was in the best position to have done it, but I don't know what her motive was.
Does the Colonel know?
I'm not sure. But he still hasn't questioned her.
Okay, I'll ask him myself.
Colonel, what's new with the Naomi situation?
I just placed Naomi under arrest.
Arrest?
She was sending coded messages towards the Alaskan base. I didn't want to believe it, but she must be working with the terrorists.
Are you sure?
I'm afraid so. She's being interrogated now.
What kind of interrogation?
Well, I'd like to avoid the rough stuff, but we don't even have any sodium pentothal here.
Call me if you find out anything.
So it's true, isn't it?
Naomi, I can't believe it.
That means the Fox dye vaccine must be around somewhere.
Listen, I've got bigger things to worry about.
But Snake, you might be infected too, you know.
All I can do is leave it up to the Colonel.
I'm gonna try to get this ration, but I'm probably gonna die. Wow. Got it. There we go. I have to go all the way back down the elevators. During that elevator ride, I was scrolling through Facebook and I came upon this this picture. It says, "Stop slamming on your brakes when a cop has already pulled someone over. Unless you're holding a severed head out your window, he's too busy for you." I rather enjoyed that. Oh crap, I forgot I was going to throw this frickin' grenade so that I wouldn't get shot. God damn it. You got me, game. You got me. I still need to play the Fear series. I'm just a little broke at the moment. I can't even repurchase. That's a lesson that I will take to heart. Thank you. I'm a little broke at the moment. I can't even repurchase Soma like I want to. Want it again.
Snake, can you hear me? It's Naomi.
Naomi? What the hell?
Campbell and the others are busy right now. I'm on a different codec.
Naomi, is what the Colonel says true?
Yes, but not everything I said was a lie.
Who are you?
I don't know myself. I don't know my real name or even what my parents looked like. I bought all my identification, but my reason for getting into genetics was true.
Because you want to know yourself, right?
That's right. I want to know where I came from. My age, my race, anything.
Naomi.
I was found in Rhodesia sometime in the 80s. A dirty little orphan.
Rhodesia? What's now known as Zimbabwe?
Yes. Rhodesia was owned by England until 1965, and there were lots of Indian laborers around. That's probably where I got my skin color from, but I'm not even sure about that.
Naomi, you're too worried.
So why don't you care much to give Fear 3 a try? What's wrong with that game?
Who I am now? Why should I? No one else tries to understand me. I was alone for so long, until I met my big brother, and him.
Your big brother?
Yes. Frank Yeager.
What?
He was a young soldier when he picked me up near the Zambezi River. I was half dead from starvation, and he shared his rations with me. Yes. Frank Yeager. The man who you destroyed was my brother and my only family.
No. Gray Fox?
We survived that hell together, Frank and I. He protected me. He's my one connection. The only connection I have to my past.
And he brought you back to America?
No. I was in Mozambique when he came.
Who is he? You mean Big Boss?
Yes. He brought us to this land of freedom, this America. And then he and my brother went back to Africa to continue the war. And that's when it happened. You killed my benefactor and sent my brother home a cripple. I vowed revenge and joined Foxhound. I knew it was my best chance to meet you, and I prayed for the day that I would.
So, were your prayers answered?
Yes. I waited 2 long years.
To kill me? Is that all you cared about?
Yes. That's right. 2 years. You were all I thought about for 2 long years. Like some kind of twisted obsession.
You still hate me?
Not exactly. I was partly wrong about you.
What about Liquid and the others?
I'll have my revenge on them too.
Naomi, you didn't kill that doctor too, did you? The one that used Gray Fox for his genome experiments?
Dr. Clark? No. That was my brother. Afterwards, I covered it up and helped him hide out.
So that ninja, I mean Gray Fox, he's come here to kill me?
I don't think so. I think he just came here to fight you. I wasn't sure before, but now I think I understand. A final battle with you. That's all he lives for. I'm sure of it.
Fox. No. Naomi, tell me something.
About Fox Die? Fox Die is a type of retrovirus that targets and kills only specific people. First, it infects the macrophages in the victim's body. Fox Die contains smart enzymes created through protein engineering. They're programmed to respond to specific genetic patterns in the cells.
Those enzymes recognize the target's DNA?
Right. They respond by becoming active and using the macrophages. They begin creating TNF-epsilon.
Huh?
It's a type of cytokine, a peptide which causes cells to die. The TNF-epsilon is carried along the bloodstream to the heart, where they attach to the TNF receptors in the heart cells.
And then they cause a heart attack?
The heart cells suffer a shock and undergo an extreme apoptosis. Then, the victim dies.
Apoptosis? You mean the heart cells commit suicide? Naomi.
What?
You must have programmed that thing to kill me too, right? Do I still have time? Naomi, I don't blame you for wanting me dead, but I can't go yet. I still have a job to do.
Listen, Snake. I'm not the one who made the decision to use Fox Die.
Huh? You weren't?
No. You were injected with Fox Die as a part of this operation. I just wanted to let you know that. No, that's not the whole truth.
Huh?
The real thing I wanted to tell you was... Snake,
Hey, what are you doing?
Snake!
Naomi!
Snake, I can't allow Naomi to make any more unauthorized transmissions.
What?
Naomi's been removed from this operation.
What happened to Naomi? What did she mean when she said that Fox Die was a part of this operation? Colonel, let me talk to her.
I won't. She's under arrest.
Colonel, you double-crossed me.
Snake, there's no time for that. Right now, your job is to stop Metal Gear. Okay, Snake?
Roger, Roger. See, now correct me if I'm wrong, Fear is a horror game, though. It's a horror series, right? Or is it just kind of a tense atmosphere type of game? Kind of 70-30 splitting. Okay. But it's kind of a scary, intense atmosphere, right? Oh my gosh, you were thinking the same thing I was. I should have just said it. Roger, Roger, what's your vector, Victor? It's like my favorite quote of a movie of all time. See, then with the first game mainly just being atmosphere, there's a lot of horror and a lot of fear and intensity that can come just from atmosphere. You don't really need a story per se to convey suspense and kind of a scary overall theme. I mean, you can, if done right, the story can definitely amplify that. I feel like the story isn't necessary.
What was that noise?
There we go. Alright, get ready for the big reveal. Because here we go. I think it's here anyway.
Palcode number 3 confirmed. Palcode entry complete.
Metal Gear activated.
Detonation code activated.
No, why?
Ready for launch.
I deactivated it.
Thank you, Snake. Now the detonation code is completed. Nothing can stop Metal Gear now.
Master, what's going on?
You found the key, and even activated the warhead for us, too. I really must express my gratitude. Sorry to have involved you in that silly shape memory alloy business.
What are you talking about?
We weren't able to learn the DARPA chief's code. Even with Mantis' psychic powers, he couldn't read his mind. Then Ocelot accidentally killed him during the interrogation. In other words, we weren't able to launch the nuclear device, and we were all getting a little worried. Without the threat of a nuclear strike, our demands would never be met.
What do you mean?
Without the detonation codes, we had to find some other way. That's when we decided you might prove useful, Snake.
What?
First, I thought we might get the information from you, Snake, so I had Decoy Octopus disguise himself as the DARPA chief. Unfortunately, Octopus didn't survive the encounter, thanks to Fox Die.
You mean you had this plan from the beginning, just to get me to input the detonation code?
Huh? You didn't think you made it this far by yourself, did you?
Who the hell are you?
In any case, the launch preparations are complete. Once the world glimpses the power of this weapon, the White House will have no choice but to surrender the Fox Die vaccine to me. Their ace in the hole is useless now.
Ace in the hole?
The Pentagon's plan to use you was already successful in the torture room. Snake, you're the only one who doesn't know. Ah, poor fool.
Who are you anyway?
I'll tell you everything you want to know. If you come where I am, that is.
Where are you?
Very close by.
Snake, that's not Master Miller.
Campbell, you're too late.
Master Miller's body was just discovered at his home. He's been dead for at least 3 days. I didn't know because my codec link with Master was cut off. But Mei Ling said his transmission signal was coming from inside the base.
So who is it?
Snake, you've been talking to...
Me,
Liquid.
dear brother.
Liquid. How the...
You've served your purpose. You may die now.
Honestly, this is one of my favorite moments in game history. See, I can't remember how to get out though.
Snake, gas! Do something! Snake, Paul Emmerich. He should be able to break through security.
Ah, yes.
Snake, that's bulletproof glass. You can't break it with an ordinary weapon.
Can't you open the security lock here?
I'll try. Just hold on for a minute.
Anyway, like I said, just about as good as the reveal of BioShock, where you find out that the "would you kindly" is the whole reason you've been doing anything.
I hacked into security. Snake, I'm opening the door.
Snake, I'm opening the door. There goes Liquid.
Liquid! Snake! Did you like my sunglasses? You'd point a weapon at your own brother?
Which phrase? The
Master.
ace in the
I
hole?
could manipulate you more easily. And you performed quite well.
Or
I
the
must
"would you
say.
kindly"?
Although the boys at the Pentagon
Specifically for the
saying
familiar
same
phrase part.
thing.
What the hell are you talking about?
Following orders blindly with no questions asked, you've lost your warrior's pride and become nothing more than a pawn, Snake.
What?
Stopping the nuclear launch, rescuing the hostages, it was all just a diversion.
A diversion?
The Pentagon only needed for you to come into contact with us. That's what killed the Armstech president and decoy Octopus.
You don't mean...
That's right. You were sent here to kill us so they could retrieve Metal Gear undamaged, along with the bodies of the Genome soldiers. From the beginning, the Pentagon was just using you as a vector to spread Fox dye.
Fox die? It can't be. Are you telling me Naomi was working with the Pentagon?
They thought she was, but it seems that Dr. Naomi Hunter couldn't be controlled so easily.
What?
We've got a spy working in the Pentagon. He reported that Dr. Hunter altered Fox Dye's program just before the operation, but no one knows how or why.
I wonder... Maybe they arrested them and find out the answer to that.
No doubt. But I had no idea she was motivated by such petty revenge. We still don't know what changes she made to Fox Dye's program. Oh well, it doesn't matter. I've already added the Fox Dye vaccine to my list of White House demands.
There's a vaccine?
There must be, but that woman is the only one who really knows. Anyway, it might prove to be unnecessary.
Why's that?
You were successful in coming into contact with all of us, so we must have all been exposed to the virus. It's true that the Armstech president and decoy Octopus were killed by Fox Dye, but Ocelot, myself, and you, the carrier, were apparently unaffected.
A bug in the virus's programming?
Could be. In any case, if it doesn't kill you, then I'm not worried either. After all, our genetic code is identical.
So it's true. You and I are...
Yes, twins. But we're not ordinary twins. We're twins linked by cursed genes. Les enfants terribles. You're fine. You got all the old man's dominant genes. I got the flawed recessive genes. Everything was done so that you would be the greatest of his children. The only reason I exist is so they could create you.
favorite.
That's right. The leftovers of what they used to make.
Oh man, be nice to Liquid. He's one of my favorites.
You're garbage since the day you were born. But
This British twat.
So that's why you're so obsessed with Big Boss. Some warped kind of love.
Love? It's hate! He always told me I was inferior, and now I'll have my revenge! You should understand me, brother. You killed our father with your own hands! You stole my chance for revenge! Now I'll finish the work that father began. I will surpass him! I will destroy him!
You're just like Naomi.
Well, I'm not like you! Unlike you, I'm proud of the destiny that is encoded into my very genes. Yeah!
Snake, your blood will be the first to be spilled by this glorious new weapon. Consider it an honor, a gift from your brother. Now I'll show you the power of the weapon that will lead us in the 21st century.
moving. How do I stop it?
Yeah, I don't think he had any relation to the guy that played Gilderoy Lockhart for the PC game. I just scrolled through that voice actor's IMDb and nowhere is Gilderoy Lockhart credited. Behold, the titular fight of the game. Just about done. There's a little bit more after I beat this, but this is always a pain in the butt. Got to get the timing down again. Didn't think so, but something about his cadence kind of struck me. I'll have to play that series at some point. Oh man, I can't remember what I need to do to dodge those. To run toward... Ah, there it is. You run towards them. And run away from the laser. Friggin' lay off. Alright, get up, Snake. Shoot. Crap. Yeah, but they're very nostalgic. Is what they are. I think once upon a time when cereal boxes were actually pretty freaking awesome and they included PC game demos, I got the game demo for the first one, and I honestly I only remember loving it. Correct me if I'm wrong, but in the first one, when you're learning the spells, it gives you kind of a Simon game where you do up, down, left, right, and you just have to remember the order of that, and that's how you learn the spell. And honestly, that's what I remember the most from it, and I loved that. God dang. Let's see. That's the second game. The first game, you just trace the symbol with your mouse. Oh, I remember that. I remember that. You're right. I played the first 3 games quite a bit. Yeah, my family was broke. Motherfucker. I think I could only afford to play the Trials that came out of cereal boxes. My family was likewise somewhat broke. Ah, get up. Fucking hate this. Dang, dude. Come on, get up. Ugh. The only thing I can think of is the freaking chaff grenades. I swear you're supposed to be able to dodge his attacks, but I'm really screwing up the timing or whatever. Ah, damn it.
Snake! What happened? Snake! Snake!
Problem is, I just don't have a lot of chaff grenades. I'm gonna screw this one up. Shoot. Oh, man. I'm getting my ass kicked. I can't remember how to dodge these damn missiles. Alright, one more. There we go, I'm at least on to the next phase. Gone through my entire stash of frickin' rations.
Did that do it?
No.
Gray Fox. A name from long ago. It sounds better than Deep Throat. So it is you. You look terrible, Snake. You haven't aged well.
I'll send you back.
Just wait till Metal Gear Solid 4. Cough, cough, foreshadowing.
Fox, why? What do you want from me?
I am a prisoner of death. Only you can free me.
Fox, stay out of this. What about Naomi? She's hell-bent on taking revenge for you.
Naomi?
You're the only one who can stop her.
No, I can't.
Why?
Because I'm the one who killed her parents. I was young then, and couldn't bring myself to kill her too. I felt so bad that I decided to take her with me. I raised her like she was my own blood to soothe my guilty conscience. Even now, she thinks of me as her brother.
Fox.
From the outside, we might have seemed like a happy brother and sister, but every time I looked at her, I saw her parents' eyes staring back at me. Tell her for me. Tell her that I was the one who did it.
There you are!
We're just about out of time. Here's a final present from Deep Throat. I'll stop it from moving.
Deep Throat is always a present.
In the Middle East, we don't hunt foxes, we hunt jackals. Instead of foxhounds, we use royal harriers.
Fox.
How strong is that exoskeleton of yours? Snake, are you just going to sit by and watch him die?
Cornered fox is more dangerous than a jackal.
Destroyed the radome.
Impressive! You are indeed worthy of the codename Fox, but now you're finished!
No! Fire the stinger!
Fox! Can you really shoot? You'll kill him too!
Now! In front of you.
Can't do it.
I can finally die.
It's not good.
That
I can't do it.
I was taken from the battle.
It's
Neither
no good.
truly
I
alive
can't do it.
nor truly dead. An undying shadow.
Yeah, you have no idea. Always rips the cyborg's arms off. It's friggin' hilarious. It's basically the trope of this game.
Snake, we're not tools of the government or anyone else. Fighting was the only thing I was good at. But at least I always fought for what I believed in. Snake, farewell.
Foolish man! He prayed for death, and it found him. You see, you can't protect anyone.
Or when they hurt their knee, the oh damn it.
Snake, what happened? Snake!
I feel like this is gonna start me back at the very beginning. Yep, there it is. Son of a whore. I can't frickin' avoid those missiles. I can't remember what I'm doing wrong. Ah, he found me. Damn it. Get up! No, I don't need Stinger missiles. I need chaff grenades. Stinger missiles again. Dude, I don't need Stinger missiles. Stun grenade. I don't think there are any more chaff grenades in here. Which sucks. Oh, there's another ration. That might be chaff grenades. Oh! Friggin' hallelujah. Let's switch this back over to the rations. Let me shoot you. Alright, I just want him to turn around. I'm lucky the game will keep giving me chaff grenades until they run. Every time I run out, I should say. So now I can just come back over here. Boom, chaff grenades. Oh, sorry, I got a notification from Windows and it made it seem like my stream was interrupted. And I just wanted to check and make sure that that wasn't the case. Did way better that time.
Now,
It's no good.
in
I
front
can't
of
do
you,
it.
I can finally die. After Zanzibar, I was taken from the
No
battle.
good. I can't do it.
Neither truly alive nor truly dead. An undying shadow in a world of light. But soon,
Let's see.
soon, it will finally end. Die! Snake, we're not tools of the government or anyone else. Fighting was the only thing I was good at. But at least I always fought for what I believed.
Oh, I can skip this part. Let's see. And I think douchebag. See this here, I need the stun grenades. See, and then get up, you wuss. Oh, did I entirely miss him? Oh, I'm screwed. I am screwed. Oh, he found me.
Snake, what happened? Snake.
Crap. Wrong one. casually run over here while he's trying to find me, because I need to get back over there where he's looking. Salt Snake used stun grenade. It doesn't affect enemies. Metal Gear Rex. That should connect. There we go. Come on, come on, come on. Ah, damn. Actually, let's use one more, just so I'm not on the butt end of it. I don't even care, I have an infinite supply of them, basically. There we go. See, I was trying to run towards him earlier, and it was not working out for me. I went through all of my rations in like 2 seconds. It was friggin' ridiculous. I kind of got the rhythm down with the chaff stinger, chaff stinger, chaff stinger, chaff stinger. So I've gotten pretty good at that first part. Now I'm just trying to remember what I need to do when he opens up after Fox kicks his ass.
I can't do it.
Any tips on this part of the battle would be overly appreciated.
Neither truly alive nor truly dead. An undying shadow in a world of light. But soon, soon, it will finally end. Snake, we're not tools of the government or anyone else. Fighting was the only thing I was good at. But at least I always fought for what I believed in. Snake, farewell.
foolish man. He prayed for death, and it found him. You see, you can't...
Oh yeah, I can skip this part. I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna get a bottle of water. Again, give your tips for this part, because I'm not doing too good on this one. I don't think I'm doing half as bad as I was doing with Mantis yesterday, but I'm just not doing too good with the with this section of it. This is only the second part. Don't die, yeah, seriously. This is only the second time that I've beat him. See, that is not doing too good for me. The running at him, nah, not doing good. Should I use the stun grenades? Is that it, or is that like a total waste of time? I feel like it's a waste of time. Ah, see, that's doing its thing. Oh, crap. Oh, wrong button. Oh, is that gonna hit me? Yep. Oh, shit. Okay, hang on. Ah, man, I was trying to get down to the frickin' stinger, or the ration down there, because I was in desperate need of it. I might have been able to get him without the frickin' ration, but... Alright, let's do this again. Shoot. I gotta get out of there. Get out, get out, get out, get out, get out. There we go. I want the chaff grenades back. Chaff grenades are my jam. Oh, crap. Screwed. You turned the wrong way. Let's see. God dang. Did I seriously not have my rations equipped? Shoot. Alright, well, I'm gonna go. I'm done for right now. Hang on.